In today's video, we're going to be covering what is the customer journey analytics you need to be looking at. So, analytics, not always the most exciting topic to most people, but I want to help you dive deeper into how they can tell a complete story in your journey. Let's take a look. Today we're going to be covering, as part of this analytics video, the role that your CRM is going to play in gathering analytics. We're also going to be talking about tracking and measuring the right things so that you are working with facts and not working in fiction. And finally, we'll cover how you can get your team on board with understanding these analytics and how they play a crucial role in their day-to-day operations. Your CRM, as an example, would be the most likely spot where you would be tracking, say, an email campaign. So if you had a webinar, you were inviting people to it, it's what stores our open rates. It's what's going to store on which email people are converting. How quickly are they getting their confirmations? Are they interacting with your hype up emails or the build up emails? As we dive into customer journey analytics, this is where having proper systems in place definitely make a key difference for you. A CRM is a customer relationship management system. Some examples of this are going to be things like HubSpot, Go High Level, Infusionsoft or Keep, or ActiveCampaign. These are all examples of CRMs that you can use. Now, what happens is as that customer relationship information comes in and leads turn into customers, we should be able to see the different interactions that have happened with that customer, what things they are engaging with, so that we can identify what points people might be falling off. However, as you're building out these different systems, there are ways that you can set up your different campaigns so that you are getting the analytics you want. As an example, for an email campaign, you're going to want to know analytics like open rates, click-through rates. When we're talking about webinars, we want to know how many people attended versus didn't attend. What are our open rates for, say, things like confirmation emails? We may want to have a video on there. We want to know watch-through rates. All of that is going to be stored within your CRM. As we take a look at these various analytical points for different types of interactions, what we want to start to dive into is how many people could be falling off. So if we're doing a direct path from invite to a webinar to somebody showing up on the webinar, we're going to look at the various stages where somebody could come out. Having these facts and hard numbers, we have 1,400 people that are getting the invite. We got 40 people to register for the webinar. But in there's a lot of other subtle nuances of how were they seeing the invite? What landing pages were they seeing? And there's all sorts of tracking and analytics that you can place in there so that you can see the overall picture of what is happening, not just in specific funnels, but then the totality of your customer journey. Having those results helps you to deal in making better factual decisions about what can be optimized. As we look at the various analytics that we can gather, it's going to be mission critical for different members of your team or even contractors that you could be working with in order to determine how successful that specific engagement was. I'm going to call it a campaign for lack of a better term, because I would even classify most fulfillment processes in a campaign terminology. But we want to be able to determine, great, I had 40 new customers enter into this product and I was able to get 5-star review only out of 1 out of those 40. Great, now we can start to take a look in the analytics. Great, where might they be falling off in there? Are we asking for customer reviews, or are we simply just relying on it? That's going to be really critical for the fulfillment side of your house or for operations. Having all of those analytics is going to help them to be able to optimize that process better. Same thing if we're talking about perhaps a sales team. They need to understand exactly how many leads are coming through, and then being able to gauge perhaps sales calls or anything like that with determinable KPIs helps the sales team to improve that overall sales process. And the same goes for advertising and for marketing. Those customer journey analytics, as we take a look at them as a whole, start to help us identify the different areas of our business where we can really expand and grow, and those places that aren't working and therefore maybe we should cut because they create too much of a deviation from our customer journey. If you want to take a deeper dive into your customer journey, how to create it, how to define it, and how to optimize it, then I want you to go and take a look at this video here.